everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be making a gingerbread house using a gingerbread mold from 1995. It is the Longaberger Country Cottage, and Longaberger was a company really well known for their collectible baskets. They are out of business now, but I just thought this would be a lot of fun to try. Probably not going to use the props in there, but I'm just going to use the building parts. And so we're going to see how this goes. If it all goes well, it's going to be the center piece of my kitchen table. So we're going to pop these into the oven here. I've got it preheating at 350 degrees. And we're going to bake them for about 30 minutes and see how that goes. A couple of things I wanted you to notice is that I wanted windows in it, and so I made a score of where I want these windows. Oh, there goes my oven. And the reason why I'm scoring them and also the edges is because when this bakes, it's going to rise a little bit, and I want to, number one, be able to get this out very easily in the windows. Number two is that I don't want the window to shrink and end up with a really small window. So that's why I did it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get these in the oven and we'll see how this turns out. Okay, everybody. These just came out of the oven, and hopefully they'll come out of their molds pretty easily and not break apart. This is time for the moment of truth. Take this out of the mold. Here comes the moment of truth. Oh my goodness. This might work. See why I scored the edges? Now I can easily get that excess off. But I think this is going to work. Okay, let me do a close-up. Still a little warm, but it's easy to do this when it's still warm. Well, here it is. And see how clean these edges are, because we scored them before we baked them, and then now it's just trimming it off. It's a lot easier. But I think this is going to work. As these get cooler, they're going to get a little bit more firm as well. So I think we're going to be good building a gingerbread house. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these out. I've got all the pieces out on the baking rack, cooling, and once they're cooled off, we're going to put the sugar candy windows in and put the icing on it. I'm not going to put candy on my gingerbread house because I want it to be for after Christmas too, so I'm just going to do a lot of decoration with the icing and some very fine glitter. And it's a lot easier to put your decorations on before you assemble your gingerbread house. So this is kind of what it looks like. That's the roof. And then I'll show you a really cool effect I did using a paintbrush. I dipped it in some water, and then I've dipped it in icing. And this is the chimney. And I just painted it on there, and it kind of gave that effect of the brick and mortar. And then I did something similar to this too. I thought it would look really cool. And then I sprinkled glitter on it right after so that it stays on there. So I'm going to finish up the rest of these pieces. So my candy thermometer broke while I was trying to make the candy glass windows, and it didn't go over so well. I tried to do the test where you put a little bit of the hot sugar mixture into cold water, but I didn't do a very good job on it, so I had to do some doctoring with saran wrap. So thankfully this is not for a contest and nobody's going to eat it. Okay, now we're going to let everything dry for a while, and then we're going to put everything together. Okay, the decorative icing on my gingerbread house pieces is finally dry, so we can start putting this together. really excited about how this is going to turn out. I think it's going to work really well. Because my gingerbread house doesn't have any openings, there isn't a place to put lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build my gingerbread house on a base. This is a cake base, like a disposable one you can get at a craft store. And I actually cut an access point on the bottom, and I can do one of two things. I can either string a small battery powered set of lights through this and have it inside my gingerbread house. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these two battery powered votives that I've got from Target. I'll put a link in the description box below, and they're actually gonna go right in the center. I can set my gingerbread house on right on top, and you know, it's gonna look really cool when it's all done. Here it is so far. It's not falling apart. I'm really happy with the way this is coming along. So I'm going to do a little more detail work with the icing. Well, here it is. It's mostly dry. I'm gonna go ahead and put it as my centerpiece.